Keep public lands in public hands. Keep public lands in public hands. Keep public lands in public hands.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. This is a great turnout. So awesome to see so many people here from our community, so many friends of mine. We are here today to support our public lands. We're going to talk to a few folks here today, but first I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Nick Streit, and I'm the director of Friends of Rio Grande del Norte National Monument. I'm joined here by my colleague, Ben Mortensen. And we have some of our board here as well. Lauren and Jeanette. Cassie's here. And who else do we got? Anybody? Oh, and we got Garrett, our president. Garrett's going to get up here and talk for a second about why we're here today and why this is so important. So, coming up here, Garrett. Put you on the spot.
As somebody said to me as I was walking down the road there, they said, isn't this a great day to come out and fight fascism? I first want to acknowledge that we're standing on sovereign ancestral Pueblo lands, Iquiris and Taos Pueblo. I think it's really important to always remember that. And it's also really important to note that the Hispano community has been here since before there was a thing called New Mexico and since before the United States was here. And so those two cultures are really, really key to the identity of a place like this and really the heart and soul of a place like Taos. So I think it's really important that we acknowledge this. And, the initiatives that the Trump administration are up to are culture-killing initiatives. And I think we need to remind ourselves of this, and this elevates the intensity of the fight that we have, because we're fighting for the history of New Mexico, the cultural identity of New Mexico. And so, for so many reasons, we are not going to let these sons of bitches take this from us. So, when there are important things to do, Taos comes together, and our public lands, our culture, our clean water, our beautiful mountains are the core of what we believe in. There are larder, there are gymnasium, there are church, there are therapists. And we are here to fight, and we will not back down. We are together as a community. We are here to raise hell. We will continue to raise hell. We will march, and we will cause a ton of trouble. So I'm really excited to be here with you all, and thank you all so, so much.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Congressman Vasquez. I wanted to share a message with everyone today. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you for your powerful, persistent advocacy to protect our public lands. Because of your voices, your organizing, and your unwavering commitment, we were able to stop the proposed land sale in the House version of the reconciliation package. That victory belongs to each and every one of you. But our work isn't done. Right now, our public lands are once again under threat. Senator Mike Lee is pushing to bring back these harmful proposals in the Senate version of the bill, putting millions of acres at risk across the West, including right here in New Mexico. We know what's at stake. In our state, public lands are a way of life. They're where we hunt, fish, hike, and spend time with our families. They're the ancestral homelands of tribal nations and indigenous communities. They're home to sacred sites, wildlife habitats, and the watersheds that sustain our rural communities. From the Gila to the Oregon Mountains to the Rio Grande, these landscapes are not just scenic. They're central to our culture, our economy, and our identity as New Mexicans. I will not stand by while others try to auction off what belongs to the people of New Mexico, not to corporations, not to developers, and not to anyone who sees our lands as a line item on a balance sheet. These places are worth more than profit. They're worth protecting. Yeah. And I want you to know that I stand with you in this fight. I will continue to oppose any attempt to sell off our public lands, and I will keep working in Congress to defend them for future generations. Thank you for being here and for making your voices heard. and for reminding all of us what real stewardship looks like. Together, we will protect what's ours.
Great job. I'm just going to use this for a second. I want you to join me. Keep public lands in public hands. 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 I want to say how honored I am to work for all of you, because I know that you understand how important this fight is. We have never been closer to losing our public land than we are right now. And when they say Mike Lee is talking about putting those amendments back in, it's bigger than that. I'm hearing that they're looking at West-wide disposal of anything that's in an RMP that is probably 25 years old and was a completely different set of conditions. So we could lose millions of acres of public land around the West. And it's up to all of us to raise our voice to make sure that that doesn't happen. These places are so central to who we are as New Mexicans.
Sacred.
And I think it's important. Let's talk about the economics first, and then we'll get to the stuff that's even more important than the economics. These public lands are a factory of economic opportunity that employs almost 30,000 people in the state of New Mexico. Before I was an elected official, I was an outfitter guide. I relied on these public lands as the places that I would take people, and people would come not only from New Mexico, but all over the country and around the world to see these special places like the Rio Grande Gorge, like the Carson National Forest. $3 billion worth of economic activity in New Mexico alone. Over $1 trillion in economic activity nationwide. Almost 30,000 jobs in our state alone. And that is just one of the things that is being threatened. But when I think about what makes us who we are, these public lands are like the anvil that many of our identities was forged on. These are the places that really matter in our lives because we're fully human when we're on these lands. And when you think about it, think about the conversations that you have on your cell phone and compare that to the conversations that I know you've had on public lands around a campfire with your family and your friends. These are the places that connect us as a community and create our identities. And we are not going to let them go. They are not for sale. I don't know what's going to happen when this bill comes up on the floor of the Senate. We could lose this one. We could also raise our voices so loud that for fear of losing the reconciliation bill, Republican leadership actually keeps the public land provisions out. We've got to do everything we can in the next few weeks to raise the stakes of this fight. But I will tell you, as long as I draw a breath, I'm going to keep this fight up. Our public lands are central to who we are as New Mexicans, and even if we lose a few battles along the way, we will not lose the war.
Yes. All right.
We're counting on all of you that today is not just a rally. It's the beginning of the rest of this fight where we take our country back and we protect the places and the cultures and the people that we all care about. We're counting on all of you. I will do my part, but I need all of you to do your part as well.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. and bramble, and full of the success, to the sparkling sands of diamond deserts, and around me a voiceless sound. This land was made for you and me. This land is yours.